So the big focus lately has obviously been spot Bitcoin ETFs, the approvals, whether these are going to go through. People are expecting this obviously to be a major catalyst in the market, and it truly is, right? A major capital influx into the space is something that could send prices reeling. Obviously, ADA price could be heavily affected by this. Just liquidity pools and spillover from BTC. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen, right? But one thing that we haven't really been talking much about, because this has been such a central focus, has been some of the macro factors, right? Jobs report, CPI, PC report, things like that. We've kind of not neglected, but we've paid less attention to. Well, I think a reason yesterday why we didn't see a good day of recovery, kind of on track with what we had been seeing, is because we got a hot jobs report. Now, what we actually saw was another month where we were way, way better than expected. 216,000 jobs added in December. Now, this is the highest month of job growth we've actually seen since September. Again, it's kind of bucking the trend of this this falling average, right? We've been seeing job creation drop for an extended period of time. And what it has to do with is, there's still enough strength in the economy that employers are adding people, but we're seeing it begin to wane because there is less capital that's been flowing around. Things have been slowing down. We've been seeing GDP begin to head this direction too. Now, this isn't like a complete, fall off a cliff or anything like that. But what this does mean is that the Fed is just content with sitting on rates right now. All right. They're not going to have to drop rates because it doesn't look like the economy is hurting, right? Because we look at this, obviously, unemployment is still at 3.7%. Job creation is still high. The economy appears to be robust when we know that obviously capital stores from middle income homes is falling. So right now we're kind of stuck. We're kind of in this weird balancing act. Okay. I think a better indication of where things are headed is going to be the GDP that we get at the end of this month. That'll be for Q4 of 2023. That'll be a big indicator of where things are actually headed for, I believe, Q1 and Q2 of 2024. So with this news yesterday, we obviously got a bit of a drop here in ADA price. We got a little bit of a recovery. We got a drop again overnight. I mean, right now, everything's again it's just trying to hold on right now. It's trying to fight so that we don't see some of these retracement levels like we talked about. Remember, when we looked at ADA, there was always the possibility, again, of going all the way down to 40 cents. Remember, we do have to try to hold a lot of these support ranges that we're talking about. Obviously, this long-term trend line, these fib retracement levels, that's kind of what we're trying to obviously stay way above right now. Obviously, when you look at this chart, this looks like absolute crap. But right now at that 5-0 line, the 618, we actually came back down. We touched it again. I'd be surprised to see if this is our bounce point here. Okay. Again, BTC needs to continue to show strength, which it's doing fine. It's sitting in that higher 43 range, but we may not get a whole lot through the weekend, guys. Again, the market may just be content in waiting until we get this vote that's happening this next week. So that's what's going on right now. Just wanted to walk you guys through that. We'll obviously pay attention to all this other stuff coming. CPI coming on the 11th. I did not look and see if there's an FOMC meeting, but this month, it's funny because heading into January, I talked about consolidation until around like the 10th, 11th, kind of in there before we got our big bounce. And actually, it looks like that's kind of playing out. I didn't think it would be as exaggerated as we're seeing right now, but we are kind of on pace with what we've seen some other times before. So monitor it closely. We'll see what happens. But as always, I'll keep you guys updated. So show your support below. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.